Bust it.
They present the popular radio program Political Platform on the Ray Power FM network. Ray Power FM Political Platform, now on television. Keep track of the country's polity and be part of the process as they discuss and put political developments in the country into perspective. It's Ray Power Political Platform on AIT Abuja.
Hello and welcome to Political Platform. My name is Amechi Anakwena. It appears that 2019 campaign for the presidency is taking shape. The other day on this program, we told you about the visit of the Buhari support group to the president and the opening of their campaign office. The president has not spoken up, but more pressures are coming on him to indeed take action, and some of his actions appear to be in tandem with the wishes of some of these people. He announced to his party members yesterday during their National Executive Committee meeting that he would be expanding the Federal Executive Council. If you recall, when he came into office, he reduced the number of ministries to save costs and make them more efficient. But the president has said he has plans to indeed inject fresh ideas with the expansion of the Federal Executive Council, meaning more ministers will come in. And he says this move is to assuage party faithfuls who are complaining of poor patronage. He also promised that indeed boards of parastatals will be announced, and of course the positions given to party members. And if you understudy Nigeria's politics in the past, you know that the more you appoint people, the more you're setting up your campaign structure. But some will also say, beyond that, maybe the president truly wants to indeed effect change, expand the cabinet. Like he said, more money now available to accommodate those that will be coming in because the economy is becoming more buoyant and all that. There was an attempt to indeed raise a voice motion as to whether the president should be the sole candidate of the APC in 2019 presidential election, but it was put down, but not before vote of confidence was passed on the president and the APC chairman, Odigie Oyegwi, could say embattled APC chairman. There have been rumors that he may be sacked. We will be, of course, joining the spokesperson of the APC, Bolaji Abdullahi, to take him up on issues arising from the National Executive Committee meeting of the party yesterday. And good news for Nigeria on the economic front, the country has moved 24 places up to now 145th in World Bank's ease of doing business ranking. It tells you that indeed some reforms of this administration appear to be yielding fruits as the business environment is becoming better, it's becoming more conducive for most businesses to thrive. Coming at a time, Nigeria has been listed as one of the 10 most improved economies in the world. Uju Ejeye is with me in the studio this morning.
Amici, very good news that is, especially that when this administration came into office, the body language and everything that allegedly scared investors, people started harping on it. And it's a good thing that, the administration decided to make a detour and then to put into places policies and even actions that would attract investors and ease, the difficulties in doing business in this country. And now we're beginning to see the result of that. On the political front, psychophants, political jobbers are going to get jobs. In fact, they are going to be busy in the next 1.5 years. We said it here that, every administration should work very hard in the first 2.5 years because the remaining period will be for electioneering. And here we are beginning to see it. They will get jobs to do, but I also like the way the president just told them yesterday to just calm down. I mean, that's not the most important thing at this time, whether to endorse him or not to endorse him. It's a good thing. There are so many things happening. We're going to see a lot of action on the political front.
Definitely. Right, when I heard the news yesterday, I asked myself, the expansion of the Federal Executive Council, is it policy or politics? That's a big question. It depends. It depends on the way you're looking at it. Ijeoma Samuel is with us in the studio.
Thank you very much, Amechi. I think the idea to expand the Federal Executive Council, it's welcoming because if you look at what is happening, look at the ministry where you have about 3 or 4 agencies combined together inside the ministry. We still need expansion so that you know who to hold and make things work properly. The president has assured his party members that this time is not going to be a personal thing. It's going to be an extension to members and supporters of the APC. That's what we expect, because if you work, you need to get a result.
Like
and,
we say in local parlance, where you they work, now where you they chop.
Workshop.
So, exactly. So the president did well yesterday, but we are still waiting for the inner meeting, what actually happened. And I know very soon Nigerians will get to find out, because there are things, there are politics playing out, but they are not allowing the public to know. I know that when it comes to NEC meetings, there are always political challenges, because Dogara tried mentioning something yesterday when he said those that are aggrieved, we need to go out for them, because there are some aggrieved voices in the APC. You can't rule that out.
Amechi, I think that those aggrieved people are also being brought back, because if you look at the NEC meeting, you find that, remember rumors were rife that the president had fallen out with the power man behind the APC, Bolaji Ahmed Tinubu, former governor of Lagos State. We saw him at that meeting. We saw BC Akonde, we saw Akinrogun, Olusegun Oshoba, and a whole lot of them.
So some first mandate.
Exactly. These are people who didn't even have nominees in the current Federal Executive Council. So I think that what the president wants to do now is to assuage them, to bring them in, because if you look at it, the meeting he had with Bola Tinubu 2 days ago was the very first since he became president for such. Yes, it was the.
I think they've been meeting informally.
Maybe informally.
For a long time,
yes.
publicly. We don't know whether they've been meeting behind the
Exactly.
scene.
Maybe they've been meeting behind the scene, but publicly, maybe first or the second one. And for somebody who is the leader of the party, I mean, there should have been more meetings, public meetings before now. So it's a good one, because right now he needs every friend he can get towards 2019.
And even
or else,
to make more, he needs
the
to
party
make
may
more
even
friends.
have his members working against it if it did not take this step. So it's a step in the right direction for the party and hopefully for the nation, because a situation where you merge power, housing, and works into one ministry is one big burden.
It's very clear that Fashola will lose that luxury of being at the head of two ministries.
It's a luxury.
Bringing in more, well, it could be more work or more luxury.
I doubt if it's a luxury.
But
if you look at him, he has grown grey all over.
These are the three juicy ministries, and you understand what I mean. They have the largest budget. It tells you that if they are bringing more people, he will definitely lose some portfolio.
He needs to lose that for Nigeria
But the fact is that it's clear that politicians behave alike when it comes to elections.
Yes.
In the past, we saw PDP administrations expand the Federal Executive Council to 42. The Constitution says one from each state. That's 36. Now, they go ahead to appoint one extra from each geopolitical zone, making it 42. That is from every indication where the president is heading towards.
He's learning to play politics, and it's good for him.
Amechi, I think the relationship between the president and Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not been that bad, the way people carried it.
Like Tinubu himself acknowledged that it's fake news.
Because the man made a statement. He said, if I have worked and we have decided to put in a government that is working, do I need to be appearing every day? No, because he said I went to relax because I know the government is working. So Ahmed Tinubu.
Let's take a
I
breath.
find it difficult to believe that. You know why? Because it shouldn't take 2 years for us to see that you are actually with your most valued elected officer.
Okay, let's take this short break. When we come back, we'll take your mails. Very interesting mails as usual. We trust the ability of our listeners to raise their topical issues.
Busted.
They present the popular radio program Political Platform on the Ray Power FM network. Ray Power FM Political Platform, now on television. Keep track of the country's polity and be part of the process as they discuss and put political developments in the country into perspective. It's Ray Power Political Platform on AIT Abuja.
Hello and welcome to the mail segment. I am Usaiti Nyeri.
And I'm Amaka Okoro. Welcome.
We begin with Tekena Dagugo in River State Mail. He's writing on the proposed appointment of supporters into the cabinet and federal boards. He says, the news that President Buhari intends to expand the Federal Executive Council and also appoint members of federal boards simply to give room for supporters didn't come to me as a surprise. Ever since the National Assembly clashed with him over the infamous 2016 budget, he has gradually metamorphosed into the typical Nigerian politician. The regular sweeping of scandals under the carpet, the sloppiness in prosecuting numerous cases, suspicious and lopsided appointments, and citing of projects are just some of the things he himself always said he would never do if he were elected. Were it not for programs like Political Platform as well as the social media, we wouldn't remember some of these scandals and court cases. This is a lesson to us Nigerians as 2019 polls approach. God bless Nigeria.
And still on issues in the Buhari's administration, this one is coming from Ike from Lekki in Lagos State, and it says, the revelation by Mrs. Winifred Oyoita that President Buhari had a prior knowledge of Maina Swing's statement and that she had even warned him against making such move makes me wonder if the president's action on the acclaimed sack of Maina does not amount to hypocrisy. Were it not for the outcry of many Nigerians, Maina would have yet remained reinstated, promoted, and absolved of every wrongdoing from the president, who yet claims to be fighting corruption. God help Nigeria.
Writing on the Maina saga, Imai Nebechi in Lagos says, I am persuaded to ask Amici these important questions because of his firm conviction and analysis that PMB is in the know of Maina's restatement. When was the Attorney General's first letter to the Federal Civil Service Commission for the process of Maina's recall? Was it not in April 27, 2017? What date did the Federal Civil Service Commission write to the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation to advise the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Interior to consider the Attorney General's letter? Was it not on the 21st of June 2017? When did the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation write to the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Interior to consider the AGF's letter? Was it not on the 22nd of June 2017? When did the OHCSF, that is the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, forward the recommendation of the Senior Staff Council of the Ministry of Interior to the Federal Civil Service Commission? Was it not on the 14th of August 2017? When did the Federal Civil Service Commission consider the Attorney General's letter and recommendation of the Senior Staff Council? Was it not on the 16th of August 2017? When did Maina resume work? It was it not September 28, 2017? When did Premium Times break the news of Maina's reinstatement? You are pressing it on us to believe that Mrs. Oyoita on October 11, 2017, after Federal Executive Council meeting, verbally warned President Buhari against bringing Maina back to service when she already knew Maina has resumed work. Amechi, why didn't Mrs. Oyoita warn the president when all these memos were flying up and down, or even write to the president? Why the verbal warning? Is there any video clip to back it up? I beg, make we hear word. We can't be fooled.
And more reactions. This one is coming from Uche Uchendu from EFAB Estate in Abuja, and he says, the recent revelations from the head of Civil Service of the Federation, HOCSF, claiming that the president was aware of the reinstatement of Maina goes to show the level of insincerity and double standard of this administration. The president acted because of the public outcry that followed the clandestine actions of the president and his henchmen. The fact that the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, said he acted in public interest is an affront to the majority of Nigerians. I think it is safe to say that the anti-corruption fight is just a ruse to which hunt political, ethnic, and personal foes.
Laji Agba in Abuja writes, Dr. Amechi Anekwe, why not join the governorship race in Anambra State to earn our support? His mail reads, if I may ask, is it too late to join the governorship race in Anambra State? I guess it is not. If Ohiri Agbonsuremi slammed my expectation when I combed everywhere for his posters to contend alongside Ise Yamu, Obaseki, and many others to succeed Adams Oshomole as governor of Edo State. Amechi, we will scratch card for you the way we did for General Buhari, unless you are undermining yourself or entertaining any fears of being defeated by Obiano and other contenders. Thank goodness Governor Rochas Okorocha is serving out his second term by May 2019. I hope it's not going to take Uju Ejeye unaware. No doubt, she's going to make women proud in her firm affirmation advocacy. We must not all start from the top. Ijoma Osamo may start from the grassroots, either as a councillor or as a local government administrator. Adeboye Boduri and Mustafa may give it a try to the green or red chambers of the National Assembly. Yes, try a shot at all these stages and let's see what comes out. If you think it's a tea party, let's see if you guys are going to build heaven on earth.
And that's it on today's mail segment. Keep sending your contributions to us. Send them through to us to politicalplatform@yahoo.com.
Busted.
They present the popular radio program Political Platform on the Ray Power FM network. Ray Power FM Political Platform, now on television. Keep track of the country's polity and be part of the process as they discuss and put political developments in the country into perspective. It's Ray Power Political Platform on AIT Abuja.
Thank you so much for your mails. Laji Abbas is a long-time listener of this program for more than 1 decade. He has been a very good listener, but he believes what we are doing here in trying to keep the government in check is not enough because according to us, we believe we can indeed turn water into wine if we are given the chance. At the appropriate time, we'll consider some of your offers, but know that there's a division of work, and at some point, you have to do some work while others specialize in, of course, some of their own. But moving quickly to other issues.
We need to talk.
because you are involved.
We need to talk.
I think that he needs to understand that we can't all be on that side. That some people need to be on this side to keep those on that side on their toes so that they do not lose focus. Whatever criticism is geared towards positivity. It's not, to put them down or whatever. It's just to make them realize areas that they may not be performing optimally so that they can key in and bring to the people the real dividends of governance. No ill intended, just positivity.
And I want him to understand that we are called the watchdog of the society because we need to report the government to the people and the people to the government. And when the government is not doing too much, people keep calling the media. And on the softer side, I think if I want to run, I will go for the green chambers. For a councillorship or a chairman, I am far more than that. So come to Delta State. By 2023, I will be coming out.
Laji Abbas is a very strong supporter of President Muhammad Buhari. And like we promised on this program, at some point we'll have to begin to invite some of our strong listeners, either by phone or to come over physically to join us here in analysis so that they also see it from our side. So Laji, get ready. Very soon we invite you over, and just many of our other listeners. But of course, making reference to the other mail, Ima Enebechi from Lagos State. Yes, you gave the dates, sequence of events leading to the restatement of Abdul Rashid Maina. You are very correct, but you did not tell us the date Premium Times broke the news of Maina's restatement. You were silent on that. Yes. Well, we can tell you that it's on October 20th. And the head of service said he met the president on October 11th during a Federal Executive Council meeting 9 days before it was broken. We are not trying to press it upon you that this happened. We only reported what all your haters said and raised questions. And yesterday on this program, we challenged the presidency to speak up, to clarify. 24 hours after, no clarification. Then on the issue of the IDPs in Kano, of course, when we got this mail, we quickly went to do our research, and we got pictures of these UNICEF bags meant for IDP children on sale on the streets of Kano. I said, what is happening to our internally displaced persons? If it's not the former SGF allegedly diverting money meant for the upkeep to grass cutting and indeed channeling these things to private pockets, it will be Saudi Arabian government bringing in donations of date fruits to help them break fast that are also find their way to the market, or to the soldiers and even the policemen and government officials who divert the rice and other food items made for them, and managers of these IDP camps who keep this food away from them, starve them, and want to exchange it for sex with the women. What is happening to our IDPs? Who will help them? They have suffered so much. They have borne the brunt of being chased out of their homes by the Boko Haram. And just go to the camps and you see for yourself the problem they're going through.
Amechi, I would say what is happening to us as a people. We have lost our values. We have lost our conscience. I mean, gone are the days when you see somebody in pains and you're all out to help the person. Now you see somebody in pains, you go and inflict more pains on the person. Since when have we lost our humanity? Because this is what it all boils down to. People who are even humane come, they want to help them, and you deprive them of that. You can't help, and you won't allow them receive help. We have lost our humanity. We've lost our sense of values because of Naira and Kobo, because of our stomach. How can we debase ourselves so much? I think we need to sensitize our conscience again. We need to fear God. The lack of fear of God is what has brought us to where we are today. When men realize that it could be them tomorrow, because the IDPs 5-6 years ago never thought they would be IDPs today. It could be anybody. Yes. And because of that, whatever seed you sow in life, you will certainly reap.
Subsequently, we'll have to take up this issue. But we promise to bring in Bolaji Abdullahi, the National Publicity Secretary of APC, online. And we have him now to, of course, take us through what happened at the National Executive Committee meeting of the party. Hello, and thanks for joining us.
Yes.
So how did it go? We saw some of the decisions that were taken. How will you describe it?
Well, I mean, it was more, like you said, after seeing the visual, you see that it was all more like a family gathering. It was a carnival of sorts, and it all went very well, contrary to all predictions of anarchy and doing that we were hearing before the meeting. We are delighted that it was an opportunity for us to rally again, and all have gone very well. There was no incident or toward incident all through. Everything took place in an atmosphere of camaraderie and fraternal, relationship.
Now, vote of confidence on the president and the chairman of the party. At least for now, it will put pay to speculations. Rumors that some party members are against the party chairman and want him to be removed.
But you recall that we insisted also that there was no such thing. Some of these disagreements get inadvertently exaggerated, by people who don't have access to information about what is going on and are not inclined to believe that every misunderstanding is not necessarily enticing or not going to lead to termination of relationships at whatever level. So we are delighted yesterday that we had an opportunity to show Nigerians that the PDP house and the PDP family is not about to collapse. If anything, we have had the opportunity for the National Caucus meeting at the next meeting yesterday to dedicate ourselves to the cause of the party.
Now, there was a small drama. Some attempt to endorse the president as a sole candidate, but it was put off. Can you let us into that drama that happened? We heard it was a voice from the background, but some people are saying that most party members are pushing towards that line of action.
No. I mean, like I explained yesterday, the motion that was moved was for a vote of confidence on Mr. President. Day before yesterday at the National Caucus meeting, the Minister of Budget and Planning, Udo Udoma, made a presentation to members on the activities of government and performance of government. Yesterday, the Minister of Agriculture made a similar presentation on the sector. So all party members present were very happy and were very delighted, and so the notion on the basis of all that, we should pass a vote of confidence on the president. It was under AOD, it was not on the agenda, and some people even wonder why it was necessary at all. But it was moved, and someone seconded it. Then someone shouted in the background that we should add that the president has because the beliefs that were gathered. So it wasn't as if the motion was moved and it was rejected. That didn't happen.
Now, my colleague Adebayo Bodri would like to ask you a question.
Yeah, you seem to have a crowded program for the coming year, 2018. You are supposed to have the long-awaited midterm convention, and then the tenure of the present National Working Committee is also coming to an end by June. Are you merging the conventions together, or you are going to hold them separately?
No. They are going to be held separately. The Constitution does not provide for merging anything together that way. One of the agreements reached at the National Caucus meeting was to set up a small team that will draw up a schedule and put timing and dates on these various activities. So even though you seem to have concluded that the mini convention will not happen again until next year, that's not necessarily so. What we will do at this point is to await the recommendation of the small team that is put together to put dates to it. So they may recommend that the mini convention hold next month or any other time this month. Sorry, we are now in November, so this month or any other time next month. And all that. So it does not necessarily mean that the convention will not hold again this year. But we have so many activities, like you mentioned, the elective congresses, the elective convention, the elective convention that will also determine
taking you back to the attempt to endorse President Buhari for 2019, we saw the coming on board of the Buhari support group, and now this happened yesterday. And I saw when you were briefing the press, you were acting more like a lecturer, trying to drum it down their throat that that was not what was intended. Was that not a veiled attempt, to cover up what is obvious?
Yes, the reason I had to sound like that, I didn't know I was sounding like a lecturer, but I like lecturing. But that was not the the context was how the House of Representatives spoke before me, and the impression that was that I saw that our colleagues listening to him still from what he said was that the motion was moved for the president of
Please, can you wrap up in 20 seconds, please?
Hello?
Can you quickly wrap up in 20 seconds?
So I had to come out to clarify that, because I didn't want us to go with the impression that the motion was moved and it was rejected, because no such motion was moved.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's the much time we allow us, but we must appreciate you for responding to our invitation to be on the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my pleasure. Thank you.
Bolaji Abdullahi, the National Publicity Secretary of APC. The much we can take today, but join us tomorrow. That's Thursday for another edition. Have a great day.
Bust it.